there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Wolters World, and today we're in Barcelona. And today we're going to go through some of the mistakes that tourists make when they come here to Barcelona, because I want you to have a great time when you're here and not make these mistakes when you come. And I think the first mistake I need to let you know, and this is one thing I hear a lot of tourists make a mistake about, is calling the city Barca. Look, Barcelona, Barca is the actual football team, the soccer team. So you're saying, yeah, I love Barca. You're talking about the soccer team, the football team. Okay, you're not talking about the city. The people call it Barcelona, or they might call it Barna. That's kind of like the local nickname, but it's not Barca. So don't think that Barca is the city, okay? That's the soccer team, all right? The football team. And I think another mistake I want you to know before you come, and this is one that people make when they're booking their tickets to come here to Barcelona, is thinking that all the Barcelona airports are in Barcelona. No. The main airport, the Barcelona Prat airport, like the one that you fly in if you're coming from the US, that is the main airport. That's BCN. However, you will probably notice if you're booking with some of the cheap airlines, they'll give you multiple Barcelona airport options, like Barcelona Girona, Barcelona Reus. Look, Girona and Reus, they are not in Barcelona. They're not really that close either, so do expect if you're flying into those airports, it's gonna take you some time to get here, okay? It's not like they're right there, okay? So those are the first two I kinda wanna start off with. And now, another mistake I see tourists make is they really don't take seriously Barcelona's moniker of the pickpocketing capital of Europe, because honestly, Barcelona does have a lot of pickpockets. When you go around, you see all the tourists that are here, and you understand why they would be here, because there's so many, and they're so packed together, so it's kind of easy pickings for them. So honestly, do not leave your wallet in your back pocket. Don't leave your phone on top of your table when you're eating on the Laambla for some reason. I mean, I'll talk about that mistake later, but honestly, like, don't make the mistake of thinking it's not something that could happen. I know my parents have been pickpocketed here. They had the bird poop scam, and my mom put her bag down and somebody swiped it. It was all part of their plan, and the cops laughed at my parents when they went to talk to the cops. So do be aware of that, okay? But I think another mistake with that, even though it has the moniker for, like, you know, the most pickpocketing place in Europe, is thinking that the pickpocketing thing is all over the city. Look, Barcelona is actually a very safe city, and once you get out of like El Born and the Barrio Gótico, like the two really big tourist parts in La Rambla, you'll notice that, wait, everyone's just walking around till midnight, no big deal. Yeah, because the city's pretty safe, so don't make that mistake thinking that, oh, it's dangerous all over. No, it's just when you're walking around where a lot of the tourists are, that's when you need to pay attention. Now, one of the biggest sights you have to come see when you come here to Barcelona is the Sagrada Família. I mean, it is super cool, and a mistake a lot of tourists make is think it's gonna be like a church that you see in other parts of Europe where you can just like walk in randomly, no problem. Oh, no. Don't make the mistake of not booking your tickets to go in there, because you can pre-book your date and time that you go in to see the Sagrada Família. I mean, it's cool from outside, but you really wanna see the inside as well, so make sure you pre-book those tickets. And I'm not talking, oh, pre-book for later that day. I'm talking once you know you're going to Barcelona, you might want to look into booking your time so then you can kind of plan your time around that. Works kind of the same way with the Park Güell. I mean, you can go into Park Güell, no problem, but like if you want to see like the Gaudi part of it, yeah, you do need to get a ticket for that, and that's also kind of a time ticket, limited numbers, so do be aware of that. Now, another mistake I see tourists make when they come here is not going and enjoying the cava bars. I know for me, my favorite part of chillaxing here in Barcelona is just hitting up a cava bar, having some tapas, having the cava. If you're not sure what cava is, it's bubbly wine, okay? It's the Spanish version of champagne, of Prosecco, right? And it's from this region. Like, you can go and do tours for it too, okay? So do be aware of that, and just taking that in, because as much hustle and bustle, so many museums, so many sites, beaches, all kinds of fun that you have here in Barcelona, not taking the time to relax, hit up a cava bar and enjoy yourself, that's a big mistake a lot of tourists make. Oh, and if you're looking to get sangria when you do come here, ask for the sangria made with cava. That's way better than the over-sugared, extra headachy kind of red wine version of sangria that you might see some places. Another mistake tourists make when they come here to Barcelona is thinking that Barceloneta, the city beach, is the only beach you can go to. Yeah, you can come here. I mean, literally, it is a walk from the center. Like, it is not hard. If you're staying in El Born, it's not hard to walk here at all. However, there are some really fantastic, more natural beaches, let's say, that you can go to. Take the train, take a bus, go to the Costa Brava, and you can have some really, really nice beaches and be a bit more out of the city's kind of influence. So just something to think about. So don't make the mistake, think this is the only one, okay? Now, in honor of Jocelyn and her architectural history background, she wanted me to make sure I mentioned this mistake. Don't think that Gaudi only has the Sagrada Familia and Park Güell. There are tons of buildings throughout the city that you can visit, you can see from outside, some you can tour inside that are of Gaudi or from Gaudi, so you should definitely check those out. And if you're taking the hop on, hop off bus or going around the town, you'll notice them. You will very much notice them when you're going around. Now, when you're going to Barcelona, I think another mistake people make when they're visiting is they don't take in the museums, because when we think of Barcelona, you think, like I said, the cava bars and the beaches here and the crazy nightlife and having a good time kind of stuff. You're going to have that. But the city has tons and tons of museums, whether they're like the National Museum of Art of Catalonia is right behind me. You have that. There's a Picasso museum that's worth going to see. The Jean Moreau Foundation is great. There's ethnographic museums. There's history museums. There's contemporary art museums. Tons of contemporary art to visit when you're here, so you can really get like an architectural tour, you can get an art tour, you get a food tour, you have all kinds of stuff to see. But don't forget about all the museums that are here as well. And when you're staying here, I think another mistake people make is they look for deals in places to stay, and they end up staying kind of outside of the Barrio Gótico or outside El Pon or outside kind of like the center. Honestly, for what you get when you're farther out from the center, I don't think it's really worth it. I think it's better to stay in the more historic part, the more like things going on part. I think you'll enjoy that because it's easier to get all the sights. If you do stay farther out, you will have a good chance of meeting the locals when you're here, because they are very outgoing, and I think that's a mistake you make, is thinking that you won't be able to talk to them, you won't be able to hang out with them, because even for a big city like this, you know, the people of Barcelona really are fun, and they do want people to have a good time. So don't be surprised when you're at that tapas bar, you're at the cava bar, that you actually start talking to the locals when you're there and get a few kisses at the end of the night just to say bye. Bonus way to piss them off, tell them Moritz beer is actually a German beer because of the name. They won't like that. They'll point out that it says Barcelona right underneath it. So FYI, there's some Barcelona beer for you. And a way to annoy them. And when you are here, don't make the mistake of thinking everybody just speaks Catalan. I know we're in Catalonia, okay? And a lot of people feel like, go to Barcelona, it's not really Spain, it's Catalonia, so I shouldn't speak Spanish. I'm gonna insult people if I speak Spanish. I should probably knew some Catalan, but I don't know any Catalan. Look, don't make that mistake. You can speak Spanish here, no problem. You had some high school Spanish, you know, a gracias, a por favor, goes a long way when you're here. Yes, they say merci for thank you, but the thing is just practicing some of your Spanish, using that there is totally fine. And the thing is here, there's so many tourists that come through Barcelona. This is probably the most English spoken city in all of Spain. Okay, so you'll be okay, but don't feel bad that if you're speaking Spanish instead of Catalan, because a lot of people from all over Spain moved to Catalonia, moved to Barcelona specifically because of the job opportunities. So you have people from all over Spain that live here. So you might hear a Galician accent. You might hear somebody, a Madrileño. Yes, somebody from Madrid moved here once, I think. You do have that, so don't be afraid. Now, another mistake I see tourists make has to deal when you go and you get your tapas or you get your food. And one of the most popular things to get, not just here in Barcelona, but all over Spain, is getting the jamón ibérico, the Spanish ham. You know, they cut it off for you and they give it to you, and everybody wants to have it. You have to have it when you're here. But the mistake people make is when they see it on the menu, they order it, and they don't notice it says 100 grams next to it. And so you may be like on a La Rambla or something, you're like, oh yeah, I want some Spanish ham, some jamón ibérico. And so like, oh, how much would you want? Oh, I want an order. Okay. And that might be 200, 300, 400 grams of the jamón ibérico. It's not cheap, okay? So don't make the mistake of thinking the price you see next to jamón ibérico represents the price you'll pay for as much jamón that you actually eat. So do be aware of that. And that can happen too if you're looking to get like croquetas. They're like little fried, like they look like fried fingers of happiness. Sometimes those places are sold unidade, like per unit, so it's like per croquette. So make sure you ask how many croquettes come in this price, so you're not like, oh yeah, I want like 3 croquettes, and it's, you know, so you know when you order if you're going to get enough for everybody there, or if you need to make multiple orders to make sure everybody does get a croquette, because you have to have a croquette when you're here. They're amazing. And if you don't get a croquette, at least please get a bomba when you are here. That's like a mashed potato ball, and it's deep fried, and it's got like meat on top, or sometimes they put like stuff in the mashed potatoes when they do it. It's a totally Barcelona like tapa thing you gotta have when you're here, okay? And I guess I should mention some of the mistakes people make when they come here in terms of food. You have to realize when you come to Catalonia, you come to Barcelona, they do have some things that, yes, they're all over Spain, but they have some stuff that's really special for here. And don't make the mistake of thinking, why is there like weird ketchup on top of the toast? Look, the kind of
Okay.
Tomato bread. It's toast. They have smashed up tomato they put on top of it and garlic and olive oil. That is very much a thing here in Barcelona that you might just have for free brought to your table, or you order as a snack. That's one thing you don't want to pass up either. Or maybe you want to get some of the sausages, the butifada. That's a really low regional sausage from around here. That's really good to get, whether you get it on its own with the white beans or you get it in a bocadillo, a sandwich. You can't go wrong with it. Or the crema catalana for the dessert, or you can get the mato, which is the like ricotta cheese with the honey on top. I mean, really, honestly, don't miss out. Don't make the mistake of only ordering like internationally known Spanish food. Make sure you get the food that's from Barcelona or from Catalonia, because you will really enjoy it. Now, while you're eating all that local food when you are here, do avoid this one mistake. Eating on La Rambla, okay? Now, I told you, be careful when you're on La Rambla. That is a super pickpockety street, but also you notice a lot of restaurants there. And if you want to get a drink there, that's fine. They're overpriced, but for that view and while the people watching, I think it's worth the price. But my thing is actually eating on La Rambla. You're gonna find way better restaurants away from La Rambla, so why not have a drink there, enjoy the people watching, and then head off into the city, into some of the other neighborhoods to go eat there and enjoy the food at a fraction of the price and probably double the flavor. Another mistake tourists make when they come here to Barcelona is not going to the markets. And there's not just one specific market you should go to when you're here. There are a number of them. So go and explore. Find a snack to eat. Find something to take back to your apartment and cook. But honestly, going through the markets here in Barcelona is always fun, because you're going to meet the locals when they're there, because that's where they get their food and they take their dogs and all kinds of fun stuff. So definitely don't make the mistake of not going to the markets because you think, well, I'm not going to need market food. It's for the experience and some of the food too. And when you're out exploring the city, another thing I don't want you to miss out on is don't make the mistake of not going to some of the sky bars. You know, the rooftop bar? Yeah, the rooftop bar craze, it's spread across the world. It's here as well, and you'll notice restaurants and bars will have a sky bar up on the top that you can go to and have a beautiful view of the city. And I've actually found that the drink prices up there aren't very much different than a normal bar kind of price, so that might be something you want to do. And sometimes you get to enjoy an infinity pool while you have a drink and have some patatas bravas while you have a view of the cathedral, because yes, it does happen that way. And when you're going around the city, I want to mention this. Don't make the mistake of getting really enthralled with that first guitar player you see, because a lot of people, they come here and like, oh, the Spanish guitarists, they're so good. I want to take it in. I want to sit here and listen and give them all my money. You have to realize, if you're going by the cathedral, you're going anywhere around town, there's going to be a Spanish guitarist playing guitar, because any Spaniard playing guitar is a Spanish guitarist, right? So don't make the mistake of getting over enthralled with the first one you see, because there's going to be more of them out there, all right? And for my football fans or my soccer fans, when you come here, when you want to see and learn about Barca, you know, the football team, don't make the mistake of missing out on a tour of Camp Nou. Like, you can literally go to the stadium. They have a museum that's there. There's a tour of the stadium. You can see it all there, and you learn about not just the football team, but also all the sports teams that are from Barcelona. And it's a really kind of a cool experience. And even if you're not a fan of Barcelona, like the team, or a fan of football in general, you can enjoy your time there. I know all the boys loved it when we took them there. Jocelyn had a great time too. So that's something that's worth doing a tour for. And speaking of tourists, I think another kind of mistake some tourists make is when they come here, they want to do a tour and visit the cava, like wineries and vineyards, and you can do that. It's really cool. You can rent a car. I mean, don't drink and drive, have a driver, or set up a tour. But I think a mistake people make is thinking they can just roll up at any old vineyard, any old winery, and get an English tour right away. Look, if you want to get a tour, that's fine, but if you know where you're going to go, I would recommend calling or emailing before, or if they could arrange one for you when you're there. Because I know I was at one for a wedding, and they're like, okay, we have Spanish guests and American guests, and guess what? Our first 3 tours are all in Spanish, but at 2 o'clock we'll have our English tour, so come for that one. Another mistake tourists make when they come to Barcelona is they think they have to walk everywhere they're going to go because they don't want to take the metro. Honestly, the metro here in Barcelona will get you all over. It is super efficient, it's pretty clean, it'll get you where you want to go. Easy to buy tickets, they're pretty cheap too, so you can get day passes, multiple day passes, or just a one ride ticket, no problem. It's pretty simple, straightforward. Just slide your ticket in, pick it up on the other side, go enjoy your ride. But yeah, I've seen people being really scared of taking the metro here, and you don't need to be. I mean, obviously pay attention to your pickpocket, wallet, bag, just like in every single metro ever, but in general, not something to really worry about when you're coming here, but well worth using to get around, because your feet are going to appreciate it, okay? Another kind of stereotypical mistake people make when they come to Barcelona, because when people think of Spain, they think of bullfights, they think of flamenco, and honestly, thinking you're going to see a bullfight or seeing like really good flamenco here in Barcelona, that's a mistake. They don't do bullfighting here, so you don't have the bullfighting. And flamenco is more Andalusia. Like you can go and find some flamenco dancing here, but it's kind of like if you went to New York City to see a rodeo. Yes, it's cool seeing the bulls bucking people off, but don't you really want to see it in Texas or Wyoming, not in New York? It's the same thing here with the flamenco. I mean, you can do it, it'd be cool, but I'm just letting you know, it's like, you don't get the same vibe here as you do other places. And then I see tourists making this mistake. They only stay in Barcelona when they're visiting Barcelona. Well, yeah, Mark, I came to Barcelona to enjoy Barcelona. What else would I do? Well, there's some really nice day trips from here that you can go do. You want to go see another country? Guess what? 2-3 hour bus ride away, you can go to Andorra, okay? Which is good for skiing in the winter, hiking in the summer, shopping all year round. They got spas there. That's really cool. Or maybe you want to do some more Roman history. Go to Tarragona and you can take in the amphitheater there and the museums that are there. Or you want to see a historic city. Well, you can go to Girona. Just take the train out there and then go enjoy that. Or maybe you're like, no, I want to see the monastery. I want to have a prayer for my family. You can go take a tour of Montserrat. That's really cool as well. Or maybe you're like, you know what? I've enjoyed Spain, but I want to get over to France. Well, you can get over to Perpignan in France and you can take the TGV. It takes like an hour and 20 minutes. Or you can take the bus, which takes a little under 3 hours to get there. You can go to see the Castellet, the castle of the Mallorca kings that are there, the cathedral that's there. And what's cool is when you go to Perpignan, it's kind of like Barcelona, because Barcelona is Catalonia with a Spanish influence. And Perpignan is Catalonia with a French influence. That's kind of a fun thing. So these are just some mistakes I've seen tourists make when they come here to Barcelona. Like, and we're not even including forgetting the sunblock and sun protection, okay? But yeah, what are some of the other mistakes you've seen tourists make when they come here to Barcelona? Please put it in the comments section below so we can help other travelers have a fantastic time in this fantastic city. And I'll say bye from here in Barcelona.